All right, so I'm painting some plate glass windows here. Or painting the frames to them, I'm not painting the windows themselves. But I wanted to show you something really quick. So this line here is a caulk line. So I'm going to show you here the way that it used to look. I'm actually going to clean this up. So here's the caulk. All right, so that's been caulked. But you see how shitty that looks? Like, spend some time and fix it. I know, I guess I'll probably bug you guys to death because I just want to make the place look good. So what I'm going to do first is get rid of this whole paint. Just the big spots. The rest of this I can caulk over. It's not a big deal. Take that piece out there. So I'm using just a straight razor blade here. This is a Titan. It's a holder for a straight razor blade. These things are fabulous. I'll put a link down below for one. But so clean and use a nice sharp blade, and be careful. If this is old glass, but if it's tempered glass, be careful. You could actually scratch tempered glass. So you might need to find another way to clean this off if it's tempered. So just clean that off. All right, and then you can see where I've caulked it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a piece of tape across here. I'll tape it up in a second, and then I'm going to caulk it. So I'll show you that in just a second. All right, so I've just started, and you can see, like in the rest of my videos, I'm coming onto the glass quite a bit because I don't care. I put my finger in here. I want it to look like that. So the way to get it to look like that is you've got to come onto the glass a little bit, which is fine. Nobody's going to see it. And what looks better? That. What looks better? That. Or that. Right? So I'm going to come on the glass. So that's what I'm taping. I'm using a safe release tape. You want to use something like this, especially if you're going to leave it on glass for a while. I'm gonna put it on here and I'm gonna caulk it right away. This is I think the 2093. This is kind of a medium adhesion tape, but it's a great, yeah, the 2093 from Scotch Blue. So this is actually a 7-day. You can leave it on here for 7 days, and if the sun won't bake the adhesive onto the glass. So it's a good tape. So that's what I'm gonna use really quick, and I'm just using 1 inch because it's the easiest. All right, so let me tape up the rest of this really quick. Okay, I've got it taped up. Again, you can see how much I came onto the glass and over to my other lines. And make sure you press the tape down onto the glass really well. Okay, and you'll see when I lapped the tape, you see how the line looks straight there? So you don't want to be doing something like this. Right, you see how the tape is overlapping there like that? You don't want that, right? You want them to line up, so make sure they line up. Okay. And then I'm just gonna take my caulk. All right, and I have a wet rag. Always. You always wipe your finger off. You want to keep your finger as clean as possible when you're doing this. All right, so caulk it on here. Just put a little extra in here so I don't hurt anything. Okay. And wipe my finger on the rag. And then just smooth it out. And when you come down here, see what I did there? You don't want to really rough, right? You don't want it to be icky. So bring it down and swoop it this way, and then you can swoop it back that way. Sorry. Let's come in there and keep wiping your finger off, and do it one more time. And you don't want to let this stuff sit too long. And then you need to pull the tape right away. If you don't pull the tape right away, the caulk is going to dry hard, and then it's going to chatter when you pull the tape off. Okay, so don't do it. You need to pull it right away while it's wet. Alright, doesn't that look better? I know, I ask you guys to do a lot, but if you want to do a professional job, it takes time, okay? All right, that's it. So this is just for plate glass windows like this. If you find that you've got paint all over the edge, this just makes it look so much nicer. All right, if you like this video, I hope you think about giving me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, I hope you think about subscribing. Okay, thanks a lot.